last week, a hard time in the beginning, but then you guys ended up saving the day. Can you kind of talk about how important those little plays are?
Yeah, I mean, I think special teams are crucial. You know, obviously offense and defense, there's a lot more plays than when we get on special teams, so everything matters. That Tennessee game, when we played them at their place, obviously we had some critical errors, and then in this game, or this past week, we were able to bounce back really strong, and I thought we were a big part of the comeback and finally winning that game. So special teams are super important. You know, obviously when you ask a kicker that, you know, that's all he does, so I love it.
Coach Tobe has mentioned in the past your love for watching film, watching not only yourself but watching other kickers throughout the season or throughout that sort of week. Did you go back and watch, because playing at Arrowhead late January, did you go back and watch the AFC Championship game to gain anything from that for this possible chance? Is there anything that you've seen from anybody else in similar conditions, similar time of the year that you can take something positive from?
Yeah, I know this game will probably be similar weather conditions to last AFC Championship game, but we've had probably the last 3 games just kind of in the 30s around there. So I haven't given too much thought towards this next game being maybe 10, 20 degrees colder. You know, cold is cold, I guess. Didn't watch too much of that AFC Championship game. I thought it went smoothly, but for me, I'm really kind of honed in onto what I do during practice that week and make sure I'm not deviating from kind of what I've been doing all season. And then when I get to game day, I know I'm kind of in my rhythm. Everything's you know, hitting on all cylinders. But I think film is crucial, especially with kicking. If you have one small thing that's off, that can be the difference between a make or a miss. So you really have to be critical on yourself, and it's something that, you know, not a lot of people can notice. So, you know, I guess throughout my kicking career, I've really just kind of learned my body, learned my technique, and you're kind of the only one that can see if you're messing up anywhere.
Have you ever played on a field that was so frozen you couldn't plant your plant foot? You really couldn't count on it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was last season we got like a big bubble to go over the practice field. But yeah, in 2017 when we were practicing outside, it was super hard to get the cleats in the grass. But now that's obviously been fixed. With that, I don't know what it's called, but it's like a big bubble, and they put hot air in there, so that's been great. And then our stadium field, there's like heaters under the grass as well, so that's not been an issue. But yeah, I mean, obviously that is tough. If your cleats aren't going into the grass, you'll be slipping around.
What's the advantage in playing at home, other than the obvious, than like for example, Baltimore, them not being involved here?
I think it's huge. You know, we are comfortable in our stadium. You know, it's the same field that we've been playing on all year. Obviously, the fans will have the advantages in terms of sound. And then I think just being at the home hotel, just kind of that whole routine is just going to be the same. So it's huge. I think everyone was expecting to go to Baltimore to play the Ravens, but we're ready to go. And just because it's a home game doesn't mean it's a given, obviously. But we're really excited to be home.
One of the things that Coach Tobe and Dustin talked about this week was the cadence. They kind of got the jump on you guys and got that block in the game last time. How does that communication go? Is that just you and Dustin and James? Like right beforehand, you guys don't like huddle when you have these things. What's that communication like, and how important is that to make sure that you guys are on the exact right page?
Yeah, I think it's super important. You know, obviously there isn't a huddle, but it's something that we do talk about on the sidelines before we go out there. You know, the linemen, they're going when they see that ball go, but kind of James, Dustin, and I, we have to know kind of the game plan going into that. And, you know, obviously when we played Tennessee, their guy made a great play, you know, getting a jump on the ball. So that's something that we've addressed and we fixed, and you know, learn from your mistakes and move on, I guess.
After the taunting penalty last week, you had the 80-yard kickoff you dropped on the goal line. Is that as far as you can kick it, or you have a little more leg?
It's probably as far as I can kick it when it's 20-something degrees, you know, outside. But I just missed an extra point, so that definitely helped with the adrenaline going into that kick. I was pretty upset.
What's the Hatterday All-Caps team?
Yeah, so our equipment staff, they have a Instagram account, and Cale Kirby, like every week on Saturday, which he calls Hatter Day, he'd talk about all the different hats, you know, beanies that guys are wearing, and I guess he probably did, 16 guys over the 17-week season, and I think it was like me, Tyron, Sherm, and Patrick made all like the, what's it called? The all caps team. So wanted to rock with that today. So shout out to Cale.
It is going to be a little bit colder, I think, on Sunday that they're talking about. One of the weapons you guys have is to be able to just always have a touchback if you want to. there an attempt you've gotten to where touchbacks are not a given for you?
Not so far this season, which is pretty exciting because, you know, I think in 2017, 2018, when it got to be this temperature, I was really struggling to hit touchbacks when we needed to. And like hitting an 80-yard kickoff in that type of weather was something that I couldn't do in the past. So I think I've been taking really good care of my body, and that's a big credit to our strength staff as well. I've been in there hitting it hard, so you know we're in AFC Championship game, and I still feel as explosive as I did at the start of the season. But we'll see. You know, the colder it gets, the harder the ball is. It's harder to compress. You can't kick it as far. But yeah, sometimes Coach Tobe says, you know, give me as much hang time as you can, drop it on the goal line, and then sometimes when we need it, just bang it out the back and hopefully through the uprights if I can.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Thank you. Appreciate it.